If you're over 60, your bedroom could be a hidden danger zone, slowly damaging your health without you even realizing it. Right now, there are 5 things lurking in your bedroom that could be wreaking havoc on your sleep, weakening your immune system, and even increasing your risk of serious health problems. And here's the scariest part. Most people never suspect them. They go to bed every night completely unaware that their own sleeping environment might be making them sick. But once you discover the truth, you'll never look at your bedroom the same way again. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's harming you and, more importantly, how to fix it. Your bedroom should be a safe haven, a place where your body rejuvenates and your mind finds peace. But what if instead it's quietly stealing your energy, triggering allergies, fogging up your brain, and even worsening joint pain? You might wake up feeling exhausted, achy, or congested, blaming age when in reality your bedroom could be the real culprit. And here's the hard truth. Most people never question their sleep environment. They assume everything is fine until it's not. I know what you might be thinking. My bedroom feels comfortable, so how bad could it really be? But trust me, once you learn about these 5 hidden threats, you'll start seeing the signs. Some of them will shock you, and the last one. That's a dangerous mistake almost everyone makes. So as we go through them, take a moment to think carefully about your own bedroom. Do you have these hidden dangers right next to you as you sleep? If so, it's time to make some urgent changes, because even the smallest adjustments can have a massive impact on how you feel every single day. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for weekly health tips that can truly change your life. And tell me in the comments, have you noticed any changes in your health after this video? Now let's begin. Item number 5, old pillows. Let's talk about something you rest your head on every single night, your pillow. Before you dismiss this as unimportant, stop and listen. If your pillow is more than 2 years old, it's not just a cushion for your head anymore. It's a breeding ground for dust mites, bacteria, sweat, and even mold. And here's the worst part. You're breathing all of that in for hours every single night. Ever wake up feeling congested with a scratchy throat, or like you barely slept at all? That's not just a random occurrence. Your pillow could be silently triggering allergies, and you wouldn't even know it. Dust mites thrive in warm, humid environments, feeding on the tiny skin flakes you shed while you sleep. Their waste is what sparks those sneezing fits, watery eyes, and that groggy, unrested feeling in the morning. If your allergies seem to peak at night or the moment you wake up, don't overlook your pillow. It could be the culprit. But allergies aren't the only problem. Think about this. Night after night, your pillow absorbs sweat, oil, and bacteria from your skin. And every time you lay down, you're pressing your face right back into that same contaminated surface. If you've been dealing with unexplained breakouts, irritation, or persistent skin issues, your pillow might be working against you, sabotaging your skincare routine without you even realizing it. And if that wasn't concerning enough, let's talk about mold. If you live in a humid climate or tend to sweat in your sleep, mold can begin growing inside your pillow, completely undetectable to the naked eye. Yet every night you're inhaling those spores. Over time, this kind of exposure can lead to brain fog, chronic fatigue, and even serious respiratory issues. So what's the solution? It's simple. If your pillow is more than 2 years old, get rid of it. I know. It's familiar, it's comfortable, it's part of your sleep routine. But keeping it isn't worth sacrificing your health. Replace it with a new one, and if you want the best protection, opt for a hypoallergenic pillow designed to resist dust mites and mold. Not ready to part with your pillow just yet? At the very least, invest in a protective pillow cover and make sure you wash it regularly. This is one of those small, easy changes that can have a massive impact. If you want better sleep, clearer skin, and fewer allergy problems, start with your pillow. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. Item number 4, clutter under your bed. You might think of the space beneath your bed as a convenient storage spot, a place to tuck away extra blankets, old boxes, or things you don't want to deal with. It's out of sight, out of mind. But what if I told you that keeping clutter under your bed could be quietly sabotaging your sleep and your health without you even realizing it? Ask yourself, when was the last time you cleaned under there? If the answer isn't recently, then you may have a real problem brewing. Dust, bacteria, and even mold thrive in dark, undisturbed spaces. Every night as you drift off to sleep, you're breathing in whatever is trapped beneath you. If you often wake up feeling congested, sneezy, or like your allergies are acting up, you might not be dealing with seasonal sniffles at all. The real culprit? The invisible storm of dust mites and allergens living under your bed. And let's talk about dust mites for a moment. These microscopic creatures survive by feeding on the dead skin cells you shed every night. Their waste, yes, their waste, is a powerful allergen that can trigger stuffy noses, scratchy throats, and irritated eyes. If you constantly wake up feeling groggy, congested, or like you have an unexplained cold, it might not be a virus, it might just be your sleeping environment working against you. But the problem doesn't stop there. Clutter under the bed blocks airflow, disrupting the circulation your bedroom needs to maintain fresh, breathable air. When that space is crammed with storage bins, old clothes, or forgotten junk, it traps stale, musty air right beneath you. Instead of inhaling fresh oxygen while you sleep, you're stuck breathing in recycled, low-quality air all night long. Ever wake up feeling exhausted despite getting a full 8 hours? Poor air circulation could be to blame. And here's something few people ever consider. Clutter carries energy. Have you ever walked into a messy room and instantly felt overwhelmed? That's because whether you realize it or not, your mind registers clutter as stress. Even while you sleep, your subconscious remains aware of the chaos hidden beneath you. Some sleep experts even suggest that having clutter under your bed can disrupt your sleep patterns, making it harder to truly rest and recharge. So, what should you do? Simple. Take a look under your bed right now. If it's packed with stuff, start clearing it out. Ideally, the space should be completely empty, but if you must use it for storage, keep things neat and contained in airtight bins. The more open and clutter-free your sleeping space is, the better you'll rest. Here's my challenge to you. Remove the clutter, vacuum under your bed, and sleep in a completely clear space for just one night. See how you feel in the morning. You may be surprised at how much lighter, clearer, and more refreshed you wake up. Don't just take my word for it, try it for yourself. Item number 3, scented candles and air fresheners. It's easy to understand why people love them. Walking into a bedroom filled with the warm scent of vanilla, the crisp freshness of linen, or the soothing aroma of lavender is comforting. But what if I told you that these familiar scents could be quietly sabotaging your health every single night? While you sleep, you're inhaling those artificial fragrances for hours, chemicals that don't just vanish when the scent fades. They linger, settling into your pillows, blankets, carpets, and even the walls. Ever wake up with a nagging headache, a dry throat, or a stuffy nose? You might chalk it up to allergies or the weather, but the real culprit could be sitting right there on your nightstand or plugged into the wall. Many scented candles and air fresheners release VOCs, volatile organic compounds, into the air. Sounds technical, but here's what matters. These compounds irritate your respiratory system, inflame your sinuses, and can even disrupt your hormones over time. And if you already suffer from asthma, allergies, or breathing difficulties, these invisible pollutants could be making your symptoms even worse. And here's the disturbing truth. The problem doesn't go away once you blow out the candle or stop spraying the air freshener. These chemicals embed themselves into your surroundings, creating a toxic environment that you breathe in night after night. The result? Poorer sleep, grogginess in the morning, and a body constantly battling invisible toxins while it's supposed to be resting and recovering. So, what's the solution? You don't have to sacrifice a fresh-smelling bedroom. You just have to make smarter choices. Swap artificial air fresheners for an essential oil diffuser. Scents like lavender, eucalyptus, and peppermint don't just smell amazing, they actually promote relaxation and deeper sleep. If you love candles, opt for natural beeswax or soy candles infused with essential oils. They burn clean, free of synthetic toxins, and fill your space with pure, natural fragrance. And here's something most people overlook: plants. Yes, certain houseplants, aloe vera, snake plants, and peace lilies, actually purify the air, removing harmful toxins while naturally freshening up your space. Unlike chemical air fresheners that simply mask odors, these plants help cleanse the air you breathe, making your bedroom a true sanctuary of rest. So here's what I want you to do. Take a good look around your bedroom. If you see plug-in air fresheners, synthetic candles, or fragrance sprays, check their ingredients. If they're packed with artificial chemicals, it's time for a change. Your bedroom should be a place of healing and rejuvenation, not an unseen source of toxins. Make the switch today, and in just a few nights, you'll be amazed at how much better you sleep and how much better you feel. Item number 2, heavy dark curtains. You might think blackout curtains are a sleep savior, keeping your room in total darkness to ensure deep, uninterrupted rest. But what if I told you that these very curtains could be the reason you wake up feeling groggy, drained, and sluggish day after day without even realizing it? Here's the truth. Your body isn't just guessing when to wake up. It depends on natural light to regulate your internal clock. Morning sunlight signals your brain to stop producing melatonin, the hormone responsible for making you feel drowsy, and to switch over to serotonin, which boosts your mood and energy. But when your bedroom remains pitch black long after sunrise, your body stays locked in sleep mode longer than necessary. That's why you might struggle to wake up, feeling just as tired as when you went to bed. Ever noticed how easy it is to oversleep in a completely dark room? That's not a coincidence. It's a direct consequence of missing out on those essential morning light cues. And the problem doesn't stop there. Those heavy curtains don't just block light, they also stifle airflow. Stale, stagnant air builds up, turning your bedroom into an oxygen-deprived space. If you often wake up feeling groggy, congested, or like you didn't sleep well despite a full night's rest, it might not be your mattress or pillow. It could be the poor air quality in your room. Trapped dust, humidity, and lack of fresh air can leave you feeling sluggish for hours after waking. But perhaps the most overlooked consequence of living in perpetual darkness is its impact on your mood. Natural light is one of the most powerful tools for boosting energy and lifting your spirits. Sunlight triggers serotonin, helping you feel alert, focused, and emotionally balanced. Without it, your body lingers in a low-energy state, making you more prone to sluggishness, lack of motivation, and even mild depressive symptoms, without you even realizing what's happening. So, what's the solution? You don't need to sacrifice privacy or restful sleep. You just need a better balance. Instead of thick blackout curtains that keep your room sealed in darkness 24/7, opt for breathable, light-filtering curtains. These allow just enough darkness at night for quality sleep while letting in that critical morning sunlight to gently wake your body. And if you're not ready to swap out your curtains, at the very least, start opening them the moment you wake up. Let the sunlight pour in, circulate fresh air, and allow your body to reset naturally. Give it a try for a few days. You might be stunned by how much more refreshed, energized, and alert you feel each morning. Item number 1, electronic devices, especially your phone. This might be a tough pill to swallow, but if you sleep with your phone next to you, it's time to break the habit. I know, it's the first thing you check in the morning and the last thing you see before bed. Maybe you tell yourself, just one more glance, and suddenly an hour has slipped away. Sound familiar? But here's the hard truth. Your phone is quietly sabotaging your sleep, and you may not even realize it. Think about this. Your brain depends on natural light to distinguish between night and day, but the blue light from your phone tricks it into believing it's still daytime, shutting down melatonin production, the hormone responsible for making you feel sleepy. Instead of easing into rest, your brain remains wired, alert, and overstimulated. Ever toss and turn, struggling to drift off despite feeling exhausted. That's your phone disrupting your body's natural rhythm. And the damage doesn't end there. Even after you finally fall asleep, your phone continues working against you. A late-night notification, a random vibration, even the habit of glancing at the time, all of these tiny interruptions pull you out of deep restorative sleep without you even knowing it. That's why you wake up feeling drained even after a full 8 hours. Your phone didn't let you sink into the deep, uninterrupted sleep your body desperately needs. Now, I already know what you're thinking, but I need my phone for my alarm. I hear you. But here's an easy fix. Charge it across the room, or better yet, leave it in another room entirely. If you absolutely must have it nearby, at the very least, switch it to airplane mode and place it face down. And as for that alarm, get a real one. Yes, they still exist, and no, they won't sabotage your sleep the way your phone does. Try this for just 1 week. No phone in bed, no scrolling before sleep, just pure, uninterrupted rest. You might be shocked at how much better you sleep and how much more refreshed you feel in the morning. Give it a shot. You'll thank me later. After all, sleep isn't just about resting, it's about survival. And as we age, the consequences of poor sleep become even more severe. If you're over 60, a night of disrupted, low-quality sleep isn't just making you tired, it's silently chipping away at your health. Chronic sleep deprivation weakens your immune system, making you more vulnerable to infections and illness. It accelerates memory loss, increasing your risk of dementia and cognitive decline. It raises blood pressure, strains your heart, and even contributes to weight gain, diabetes, and joint pain. Every restless night steals a little more of your energy, your focus, your longevity. But here's the good news. You can change this. You don't have to accept exhaustion as part of aging. You don't have to wake up feeling drained, foggy, or in pain. Small changes, like eliminating hidden sleep disruptors in your bedroom, can transform your nights and, in turn, improve every single aspect of your health. Imagine waking up refreshed, clear-headed, and full of vitality again. Imagine giving yourself the gift of more years, more energy, more life. If this video opened your eyes to something you never considered before, let me know in the comments. What's the one thing in your bedroom you're changing tonight? Hit that like button if you're committed to taking control of your sleep. And if you want more simple, science-backed health tips to help you live longer and stronger, subscribe now. Your golden years should be just that, golden. Let's make sure you enjoy every moment.